Just hear me, right? Whoa!
All right. So what's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
I have to use my real
You
name?
can use whatever name you want.
Diane Summer.
Diane. Diane Summers?
No.
Is that like
Donna
the girl,
Summer?
Is that the girl on Three's Company?
No. I'm not going to say my real name.
Okay, so are you homeless right now, or
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, I am.
how long have you been going through homelessness?
On and off for the past 7 years.
Okay. And what happened? How'd you end up?
I
that situation?
I left my children's father after 25 years, and I relapsed after 17.
Okay.
And this is where if I was going to relapse, I figured I may as well come where it's 24/7.
Yeah.
365. So I've been here on and off since 2017. I was out here in 1996 for, I don't know, almost 2 years.
And you're originally from?
I'm originally from, I'm Canadian Indian, but I'm originally from Canada, but we migrated into Alaska, so I'm considered Alaska Native, but I'm Canadian Indian.
Okay. How's it like being homeless in Las Vegas?
It's definitely a struggle. But honestly, I mean, I feel safer sleeping outside than I do within four walls. Things have happened to me worse inside someone's house than outside.
Yeah.
So I feel safer outside.
Does it get dangerous out here?
Yeah, it does. You have to earn your respect, and it's not just like it's different sets. Like, you know, you have to be neutral. I'm neutral. I'm not a gangbanger. I don't do none of that type of shit. I just make sure that I pay my bill, I keep my word, and I defend myself and stand up for myself, even if it takes an ass whooping. I'm not gonna just say A-okay, just treat me any old kind of way.
Is there a lot of that gang still going on out
Absolutely. Absolutely, but they interact though. You know, like the Crips and the Bloods and
Yeah.
Donna and all those other. You know, I don't really know them all because I'm not a part of that. But I mean, when it's on, it's on. You know, I mean, somebody can just say the wrong thing and people are coming back with guns. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's very volatile, I must say. And I mean, there's certain people that capitalize, monopolize. They just run shit.
Are all those gangs native to Las Vegas, or have they migrated from California? Because it
Some
seems
of
like
them
there's
have.
a lot of people from California here.
There is a lot, and they come and they try to regulate, and they usually end up leaving because you know, it's the foundation and the roots of Las Vegas that stand priority, that really have pull, is the people who have been here, you know, just historically, you know, through their families. And I mean, you know, you say who your mom is and everybody knows who that is, you know. But there's a lot of rivalry, but it's actually, you know, to me, I mean, it's pretty calm, you know. But I mean, I don't know what happens, you know. Some people I never see again.
You were telling me that there's a lot of trafficking out here.
Yeah, there's human trafficking. Las Vegas is definitely an import-export. You know, a lot of these empty buildings.
Yeah.
I just, you know, to me, it just turns my stomach. It just like, it's really pretty sad is what it is. Because, you know, like Elizabeth Smart, you know, eventually these kids that are throwaway kids, they give in to their captor and they comply with their captor. Even if they have the opportunity to leave, they still stay. And that shit is real. It's real. They impose fear and death. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, most of these cameras that the police have out here are to keep people in rather than out. I mean, right there, the hostel. That hostel's been closed since COVID, but the garbage cans are plumb full of rubbish, and like they have people in there, the lights are on. They have people in there that are gutting the hostel, and I don't know. Maybe these are people who are held against their will. We don't know. We don't know. But I mean, honestly, you know, Munchausen syndrome. That's what it's called. Munchausen syndrome. I think I don't know if that's not the right one. Where you, I can't think of it right now. But you know, these they put so much fear into these human beings that they won't leave. They won't leave. And it's really, to me, it's very disheartening and sad.
How are you surviving out here right now? Okay. You work Fremont?
That's my block right there.
How long have you been doing that for?
Since 2017. And I've fought every black bitch on this block to stand where I stand. And I'm respected.
So people have like blocks that belong to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that are like, you can't just any, I mean, I don't care if some other girl comes in on that block as long as she has condoms.
Yeah.
Because I can't compete with that shit. If she's not using no condom, there's no way I can compete with that because I do. But yeah, it's been definitely a struggle. I mean, just earning my respect is taking time. And, you know, I'm protected by more than, you know, just one. I mean, I know people that, you know, that were just kids with the Crips and the Bloods when I first came out here that are still my friends. My friends with people that I know, that I do business with. So, I mean, it's just good to be good to people and be honest and keep your word. I mean, that's all you have. And stand up for yourself. Defend yourself till the end. That's what's important, is that. And you know, it's earning your respect and not being able, I mean, it's like you can't spit on my word. Like I'll talk a bunch of shit because sometimes my word is better than theirs. Sometimes I'm a bigger nigga. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I am. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy because it's just, you can't trust anybody. And it, you know, it makes you hypersensitive, and it makes you somewhat paranoid, you know, just really guarded. You know, you don't want to let people in. You don't want to let people close. You have to just be careful. Plus, there's a lot of witchcraft and black magic, santeria, voodoo, all that type of shit out here that people practice. And it's not like they work together in unity. It's like they fight against each other to see who can do the most or whatever. You know, they do the same thing with money. So, I mean, you just have to be strong in your beliefs and just know that you're protected. I mean, and you just have to be a halfway decent person. You can't be someone that lies, robs, steals, and cheats people or owe them money. And I mean, you have to stand up being accounted for. Step up to the plate, motherfucker.
Is there good money out here?
Yeah, there is. I don't really go anywhere else because, I mean, I've been here for 10 years, and this is where, I mean, I can make $300 to $500 in a day. I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to survive. I'm not trying to turn into a millionaire. You know, I'm not going to go to the casino. And
with that kind of money, you can.
Yeah, I could.
$300 to $500 a day.
$500 a day. I mean, but there's days when I didn't make any money.
Yeah.
It's not a career goal. That's for sure. Damn sure doesn't have no retirement. And, you know, it's just a time when you have to start doing something else. Most definitely. Because this shit gets old. Yeah. It gets tiring. It just gets like, it gets disheartening. You know, you lose somewhat of hope. Mostly in people. You know, not, I mean, because people always try to take advantage. You know, they just, and most of these people out here, they're already in survival mode. They're already just trying to survive. I mean, you can't hardly condemn somebody for using skills of survival that kept them alive for this long, you know? But they're a bunch of thieving, lying-ass, insidious people. Insidious people. And I'm not going to be like they are. I'm not, because then I'll just be the next motherfucker. I don't want to be that person. Taking their morals and values and principles and your soul, like you sell your soul if you come out here and you just get gobbled up, because any normal person would not be able to live through a day out here. Yeah. You know, while they sit around and they judge somebody for the way that they live, when at the end of the day they couldn't even survive it. You know, thinking that, I mean, I don't know, because anything can happen in your life, you know, where you find yourself in a detrimental position, where like the security guards out here, like you need to build relationships with your community, because we're going to be here way before the police are. You know, you need to build relationships so that if anything happens to you, we're going to look out for you. You're not going to come and be an ass, just be rude. You need to just be cordial, like respectful, because you can say one wrong thing and someone's going to go off on you depending what kind of mood they're in,
Mm-hmm.
But I know these people pretty well, and I just know when to stay away from them. That's all. They know when to stay away from me too, because I'm not nothing nice either. I'm not, because I don't know the truth. The truth is sometimes, people don't want to face their own truth because it's painful. But I don't know.
All right, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Are you okay if I post it up on my YouTube channel?
Do what you do, man.
And just in case anybody wants to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have an email, Cash App, or anything like that that you want to put out there?
Nope. Give it to somebody that needs it more than me. Yeah, I'm good with that. I have no address. I got no phone number. That's how I choose to live.
All right, cool, man. Thank you.
Okay.